Tim McGraw, what's up?
Hey, what's happening? Just hanging out, spending the day.
Yeah.
Just talking to you guys.
Yeah.
What's happening with y'all?
Man, we just love, I got to tell you, you're one of those guys that, it's like in high school when you're like, oh, here's a guy, he's good looking, he's in shape, he can sing, he can also act. I think I've told you this before. I almost think, if I had to pick, what do you think you are? You think you're better, honestly, you think you're a better singer or a better actor?
Dad. I'm a better dad.
Oh, that's a really good, safe answer. But I will tell you, dude, 1883, I'm so sad with the way that it ended. Like, I needed
it was
more.
Heartbreaking. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. It was, we had a great time doing that. And, the writing was so spectacular on that show, and the world that Taylor Sheridan created there just put us in a place that you're surrounded by such great talent, including my wife, who blew me away in the show. It was just awesome.
Faith was great.
Oh, she was great, and it was so much fun. I grew up riding horses, so to spend every day out on a horse and be roping and chasing bad guys, I mean, there was nothing like it. It was the hardest work we've ever done in our life, and we had 14-hour days, 6 days a week, maybe 3 hours of sleep a night. But it was well worth it when we saw the end product, because the crew, the actors, everybody just brought their A game every single day and just really fed off of each other. And it really turned out to be a special project. We're pretty proud of it.
I'm great. I'm super grateful that they're doing that next prequel thing. But I could have used more 1883. I could have been down with 1890 and been very happy with that.
Well, there's only so many snake bites, river crossings.
Yeah, right. Good point.
There's only so much of that you could do without repeating yourself.
So this 7500 OBO is a song that to me it's some of the best work. And I know that you talked about the fiddle section in Green Grass Grows being used, but I didn't know that it was in the demo. I figured that was just something that they did in the studio, but it came to you on a demo, and they put that in there, huh?
Yeah, it was in the demo. It was in a little bit different place. It had a little bit different melody, so we tweaked it a little bit when we went in the studio to record the record. It was one of those things that it was on the fence whether I would record it or not, because it had it sort of checked some of my songs, and I didn't know, well, is it cool for me to do that? But the more I listened to the song, the more I liked it. And the phrasing was a little different than something that I usually do. So we went in the studio and thought we'd give it a shot and see how it turned out. And it turned out great. Kind of blew us away when we finished up with it. And it stood out on an album, which is probably my favorite album here on earth. It stood out with a bunch of great songs. So it sort of raised its head and said, this is the one. And we really loved it. And secondly, shooting the video, I got to do that with my youngest daughter, Audrey, who got to star in the video.
How cool.
So it was a special song all the way around for us. And it's become one of my favorite records, and certainly one of our favorite ones to play live.
It's 7500 OBO. Tim McGraw is our guest, and here it is. We got more with Tim on the way. Hang on. Tim McGraw and 7500 OBO, a jam. And over the years, you've got over 44 number one songs. You've done all these different videos. You've got this gigantic tour, which is kicking off.
Is it really 44 number ones?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I don't know who's counting.
We are. There's people that you pay are counting, and now
I'm glad somebody is.
The 17-city amphitheater run, it's the first solo tour in 6 years that is kicking off. That is huge, man. I mean, when you think about all the things you've done over the years, and I watched the video of 7500 OBO, and you're just riffing, walking around, doing your, I don't know how you know what to do. Like, you have a thing where you roll your hand across your arm and then out, and you kind of throw a finger up in the air. I was like, and it just looks cool. I'm like, how does you just do that? Do you just think about that ahead of time?
Well, I can't dance, so I got to figure out something to do that looks cool.
Right.
We're the guys. We look like Ricky Bobby. We're like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, I know. It's some of those things just sort of happen at the spur of the moment, and luckily they catch them. That's the good part. It's all in the editing.
It looks so great, and congratulations on the song 7500 OBO. Tim McGraw, check him out online as well for the 17-city amphitheater run. It's great to see you back on tour after all these years, man, and all the best to you. And tell Faith we said hey.
I will. I appreciate you guys.
Tim McGraw, everyone. Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
If you like that, make sure you check out more videos over here.
Yeah, and then you can subscribe right over there on his belly. Click on his belly. He goes, woohoo!